Okay, let's have a look at how to set up workflow boards in Macanta. They're a bit like Kanban boards, well, very much like Kanban boards, and you can set it up to run your data, see opportunities, projects, deals, properties, whatever you need to track. So again, we go into the admin and we go under Data Tools, and then we just go as DO Pipeline Management. So you can see there's a couple here already, but we'll create a new one. And we're going to say this is our deal tracking. Connected data type we're going to use as deals. Then the select key field. You'll see there's only one here. So what happens, any drop down select fields you have in that particular data object type will be an option for you to drive the workflow board with, because what we do is whichever field you select here, the options in that field become the columns for the cards in the workflow board. So we have that, and then I'm going to say I'm tracking for the key contact. And which values do I want to display? Well, I want to display first name, last name, phone number, and I want to have the deal stage. Now I'm not going to have the deal title. I'm not going to have the deal stage, and that's because the deal stage will be glaringly obvious once you get to the workflow board, so there's no point having it there as a field value. So we've got that there, and then we can say save deal tracking. So if I now refresh, we've now created this in two places. So if I go here for this contact and I look at deals, I can see here this contact has two deals and they're at new inquiry. A new tab has appeared here for deal tracking. When I click on that, I've now got my Kanban style board, and I can say, well, actually this deal, we've got a meeting scheduled for that one, and for this one we've made contact. Okay, so that's created the board there for me. That's the one place where we've created the board for that, but it's only showing me the two deals that belong to this contact. If I want to see an overview, I can go here to view workflow boards, and you'll see companies and flights are there, but there's nothing set up for them. But if I go to deals, now I've got more, because now I can see, okay, I've got a deal here, meeting completed for Peter Daly Dixon. I've got my two deals. I've got these deals here. There's another one for Pete. So I can then get an overview of overall what the deals are. One thing to mention is I always, when I set this up, the field that I'm using to drive the board, in this instant it was deal stage, I set the first value as the default so that all the cards always initially appear in here. So on both of these there's a bit of information here, so we can here preview the contact. So if I want to see more of the contact's information, I can just click there and it becomes available. So that's with a little I. If I were to click on the actual square with the arrow out, that'll open that whole contact record for me. I can obviously delete the deal here. I can click here and that allows me to edit that deal. We've only got the two fields, so there's not a lot to show there. And then I can obviously update and say, well, okay, this guy, we've made contact and we scheduled another meeting. This one here, we've actually had the contract issued. So if I now go and open this record by clicking on that icon, then I can go to the deals here, and again I can see those two deals that I have there with Peter. Obviously they also show up here as before, but that is where the deals then live on that board or on the workflow board up here. And that is how you work with a workflow board. Use the workflow boards in Macanta.